You too. Hey man, I don't know if anybody was more excited than me for the return of Jaron Boots Ennis, but what kind of performance was this, man? And Bud Crawford, he weighs in, gives his 2 cents. We gotta talk about it. What up, YouTube? Big TL Heavy Bad Boxing TV. Man, if you don't get your big goofy ass in here and hit the bag. If you catch me for the very first time, please like, comment, subscribe. Most definitely hit that bell notification, man, so when I drop, you can catch that, rock out with your boy. Shout out to the gang, man. Big supporters of the channel, man. My guy DJ, Tyree Celestine, Mark Nash TV. Can't forget my guy G Wavy, Skip the Stepper, responsible for some large donations to the channel. You too can donate right here, man. We almost at August, but until then, the preferred method is Cash App and Venmo. Listen, man, I truly appreciate y'all. All right, Jaron Boots Ennis back for the first time since God knows we could remember. And listen, I gotta keep it a buck. I wasn't extremely impressed with this performance. A lot like the Bud Crawford fight, but I don't think as extensive. David Avenation was able to do some great work versus a Jaron Boots Ennis. Now again, this was a measuring stick. This is why I wasn't mad at Boots fighting David Avenation. This is another common opponent for him and Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford was able to get David Avenation out of there in 6, and for Boots in 5. He actually made it through the 5th round, and he looked like he was a game opponent for sure, having a lot of success through those 5 rounds. I felt like being able to hit Boots at will. I'm not so sure what the defensive strategy was for David Avenation, but Avenation having a ton of success. And I know for a lot of fans, casual fans, and whom we believe to be hardcore fans, are going to say the same thing, where, you know, Boots was just not defensively responsible in his fight, and I'm gonna tell you why I felt this way. But a lot of success for David Avenation. And if you can remember, if you can go back to that, I want to say it was December fight, yeah, that Bud fought David Avenation, the end of 2022. David Avenation was having a little bit of success himself in that fight. Again, not as much as he did versus a Boots Ennis, but some success until he wasn't in that fight as well. Bud getting him out of there in 6. Boots able to break his jaw, apparently. It's being reported that he had a broken jaw coming out of that 5th round, made it to the stoop, but could not come out of the corner. It appeared that the doctor had stopped the fight due to what he believed was a broken jaw. And it looked like it came from that overhand left from Boots Ennis, which was on the money. It dropped him. More of a flash knockdown because he got up and was still game. But a big old overhand left power shot nonetheless that potentially broke his jaw. Now, for me, when you look at the performance from Boots Ennis, and let me just try and give it to you the best way I see it, my perspective. He felt the power early on from David Avenation, and God knows he lucky. If this wasn't what happened, he's lucky David Avenation didn't have any real power. But I think he felt that. I think Boots felt that he didn't have any power, and he wanted to be entertaining. So he spent majority of this fight in the pocket with David Avenation, trading shots, allowing David Avenation to get off those shots. And unfortunately for Boots, with that strategy, Dave was just extremely accurate with a lot of those punches. Now, so was Boots, but I think more people was surprised to see the kind of it's hard to call it punishment, but you know, the kind of shots that Boots was allowing David Avenation to get away with. You know what I mean? Some clean flush shots from David Avenation, man, where you know, from the average viewer's eyes, it felt like a lot of the times in a lot of spots he was just downright flat, getting the best of Boots Ennis. But again, I believe he chose to fight this way. This was a part of the strategy. He's been out of the ring for a while. There was some ring rust. He wants to put on a show for the fans. He wanted to, after he felt that David Havenesian had no power, he wanted to sit right there in the pocket with him, trade with him, and say, hey, listen, I'm the bigger man. I'm the bigger puncher. I'll win this style of fighting. And that's exactly what he did. Because if you can remember, you go back to a dangerous puncher who was able to stop Speedy Rashidi in a Roy Manvilla. Did he stop Speedy? Either he stopped him or he whooped his ass in them later rounds and they gave him the decision. I can't remember. But a dangerous puncher nonetheless. And that was not at all the style of fighting that you got from a Boots Ennis. So for everybody who believes this is the way Boots would fight Bud Crawford, please get that out of your head. This was somebody who couldn't hurt Boots Ennis. As you could see, he hit Boots, in my opinion, with everything and the kitchen sink, and it didn't move Boots at all, right? He walked through it all, so he decided to stay in that pocket. You won't see that version of Boots versus no Bud Crawford. You'll see a more fleet-footed boxing Boots picking his shots like he did versus a Roy Manvilla. Now, for Bud Crawford, he tweets out, I can't even be mad at Bud, bro. You can't be mad at Bud. He tweets out, world-class fighter now, huh? The double standards be crazy. At Eddie Hearn, you talk good. Now, of course, Eddie Hearn has talked up Boots Ennis, and after watching this performance, of course, Bud Crawford probably doesn't feel like this was a world-class performance from Jaron Boots Ennis. And again, for me, I just felt like, hey, we can stay in the pocket and do this particular style. You can't hurt me. I'm the bigger guy. I'm the bigger puncher. I'll take what you want to give me. I'll put on a show for fans. I'll show some weaknesses. I do have some ring rust. I think that had something to do with the performance as well. But the outcome was going to still be the same. Boots getting a knockout. And eventually he did. Definitely want to know y'all's thoughts in the comment section, man. How did Boots Ennis look? And if you was just judging him on his last fight, right? Because this is a what have you done for me lately sport. If you're judging him on his last fight, how does he fare versus Bud Crawford? I think I already know the answer to that. That's all I got for y'all on this one, man. Big T.O. heavy bag. I'm out of here, man. Talk to him, Roger.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.